What's good? Welcome back for another session of Jinro Makes Idiotic Mistakes. As far as you guys know, I'm sure, for those that have followed the channel, I tend to make pretty tragic mistakes in terms of wasting my time and resources on, a variety of different ways, and this is no different, but I have worked on quite a few units in terms of link leveling to max levels of 10 and just taking free time and applying it toward some of these very, very quote-unquote wise decisions. So, I've got like the other units that obviously are the good units that you want to level 10 and whatnot, but this is a collection of some of my favorites. So let's just on a high level cover a few of these. I guess like the first one to call out is the Hachiyak unit. Free to play, finally got a Dokkan Awaken. Not that it really made him that much better, but yeah, this unit's at level 10, 100% potential, whatnot, so I did go through the process for that. I am working on this guy, so the SR type Officer Black, max level SA and what have you. I have one link level left, which is Brainiacs, but once that's from level 9 to 10, this guy will be complete as well. This is one of my favorites, to be honest with you, and I'm really hoping this guy gets an easy A at some point, but the physical type Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman. I personally like the card art a lot, and that's really one of the big drivers as to why I went through the process of not only rainbowing the unit, but also link leveling the guy. Not too bad. Performs pretty decent, given the right rotations, but yeah, it's a long ways to go. This one, I think, back when I was a little bit active on Twitter, I did show this guy, and I did a showcase, I think, video on this unit already, but yeah, even though this guy never Dokkan Awaken, we're missing that last little link level slot, which will most likely be, Shattering the Limit or maybe Fierce Battle, I don't know, but yeah, went ahead and gone through the link level unit for this unit too. And here's another one, Badman Vegeta. This guy's pretty good. It's all about the memes at this point, right? That's really what it comes down to. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite free-to-play cards in the game. So, oops. Let's go back here. So, counter to that, the loser card, which was the Yamcha unit, of course, with the, later on in the anniversary, they became available on JP with the coins. So, I definitely took my time to go through that and make sure I got it. So, I don't know. Another one which is pretty interesting, I guess, is the Grand Supreme Kai. This is the one from the Baba shop, but sure enough, yeah, I went through the process for this guy too. So yeah, a lot of waste of time. This one is probably one of the most wasteful ones out of the bunch. Obviously, has a super high chance of attack going down by 80%. So I don't know why anyone in their right mind would even bother link leveling this unit, because honestly, it's pointless. But hey, at least I can say it was done, and I'm one of the few out of the entire player base that actually went through the process of doing it, right? So I guess, level of satisfaction knowing that, one of the few in that regard. Now, this guy isn't necessarily a terrible unit, but it is one of my, favorite units in terms of, like, units that I would love to see get a potential easy A. It's similar to the physical type Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman. Like, these guys could potentially be pretty good, and I even gave this guy skill orbs. Like, obviously needed to bump up the additionals because he does have the stacking effect, but yeah, once this guy gets an easy A, this guy could be pretty good, considering how good some of these easy A stats overall become after they receive it. This one, I've done a showcase for this guy. Completely pointless, but a lot of fun. It's not too painful considering he's only got 2 links. So yeah, I don't know why I did it, but I did it. So that's all there is to say about that. Devilman, I did also go through the process of, and just out of boredom and fun factor, I kind of went through it and just link leveled the guy. Maybe eventually this guy might get some sort of awakening, perhaps, but yeah, we'll have to see. This guy could potentially get an easy A, and I think it'd be a good one to have. It's not a terrible unit by any means. Attack increase to 90% at the start of the turn, but very, very good link sets. So I think if they improve the stats a little bit, this guy would be potentially very good. However, this one is not going to be good whatsoever. I don't expect it to be any good anyway. But yeah, this is one of those units that you know, it was one of the first units that I acquired in the game, obviously because of the free-to-play option, but I don't know, I guess just, you know, fondness of how old the unit is, and, you know, this guy's been around since, you know, the early days of me playing, so just a trip down memory lane. I wanted to link level the unit, so that's pretty much it with that. Of course, you see all the free-to-play Metacooler units. I did go through the process of link leveling all those guys and making sure, you know, I was able to run them together, so it's a lot of fun. These units are actually pretty good. You know, they're meant to be ran together, so as long as you have a proper, you know, Wicked Bloodline category type lead, or, you know, Strength Cooler, whatever the case is, this guy's, you know, pretty good. Now, I guess this guy is certainly not a bad unit now, especially considering the awakening occurred within the past year. But I mean, previously he's more or less, you know, kind of a meme unit. So you know, just to live that up, I did, you know, go through the link level grind of that unit. This one I did because of the simple fact that it really is one of a kind in the game. It's only Krillin, I guess, like Kid Krillin, so to speak, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, with that being said, I just kind of wanted to have, you know, a one of a kind unit with max level links, you know, with max SA and whatever. So that's kind of the logic behind that. Not that the logic is necessarily justifiable by any means, but this is obviously probably my favorite. I don't know why, but I think a lot, you know, I spoke about this in the showcase video for this guy not too long ago, but it's early in the morning, so my alarm clock's going off. But you know, I think at the end of the day, this was, in terms of content on YouTube, this was one of the first units or events that I covered. So I think, you know, just from nostalgia and a lot of memories behind it, yeah, I essentially went through the process of link leveling, and I did get this guy skill orbs too, believe it or not. So, you know, yeah, I'm a little bit crazy, but whatever, you know, it's all about having fun. This one, I really do hope this guy gets some sort of, you know, EZA coming up, because I do see a lot of potential with this unit. Not too many Super Trunks units exist in the game that, you know, are relevant, I guess, so to speak, in today's age of Dokkan Battle. So you know, it's one of those I'm hopeful that eventually might happen. The Paikuhan units, this guy is actually pretty good, but I don't know. I guess technically you could classify him as kind of a troll unit. I personally think he's not bad, and he does have a lot of capabilities in terms of additional supers and reducing enemies' attack and whatnot, and kind of goes in line with this guy too. I tend to, if I do run, you know, one or the other unit, I tend to run both of them as a pair, and they work out pretty well too. I don't know who else to cover really. Ox King, I have actually never shown this guy in terms of like a showcase or anything either, so yeah, it's certainly an interesting unit. This one's pretty cool because of the fact that you know, defense is pretty good. I mean, he gets a 150% increase toward defense, and Dragon Ball Saga category allies get Ki +2 in attack and defense increase of 30%. So considering you know, how, you know, this is a technically starting point as an SR unit, this unit's pretty good. He does raise defense as well for every super attack. The only unfortunate thing about this unit is, you know, simply the fact that you can't do anything in the potential system about it. And I guess I should go ahead and cover the Invisible Man. I don't know if I actually, I guess I did showcase this unit at some point, but this guy will be one of those surprising units that are actually pretty decent. You know, reduces attack and defense, and also has the ability to, you know, super high chance or great chance to dodge enemy attacks, and, you know, for every time the unit evades attacks, you know, attack will go up by 30% up to 120%, and then basically ignores enemies' guards. So considering this is an SR unit, technically it's certainly not a bad one. I think that's pretty much the ones I wanted to cover, I guess. Like, I don't know if I'm missing anything that you guys necessarily want me to highlight, but yeah, I mean, this is condensed into a list of 30, or 32, I should say. But you know, it's I definitely do have plenty of more units that, you know, I've been link level, and trust me, I'm not wasting all my time on units like this. Of course, I'm going through some of the process of, you know, link leveling some of the better units in the game that are more practical and usable. But in this case, you know, I tend to go with some of the units that I know damn well it's a complete waste of time, but it's a lot of fun to do it anyway. You know, it's it's all about taking the time to enjoy the game. You know, considering playing 6+ years, yeah, you run out of shit to do, honestly. So eventually, you got to come up with different ways to have fun, and that's ultimately what this is all about. So I think in a nutshell, yeah, this is personally one of my, you know, this is a collection of some of the favorite units that I've link leveled on a troll basis. So I don't know, let me know what your thoughts are. I'm sure you guys are probably shaking your head thinking how much time I wasted, but yeah, it's all about having fun at the end of the day. So hopefully this was a little bit of a fun video for you guys. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys later.